What's going on, gang? It's Felix from Bartell Cigars ATL back on the porch lounge giving you another cigar review. And I'm bringing you something brand new that you may not have heard of. This cigar brand is really recent on the street, but hopefully with this review, you'll share it and the word will get out. This is the League of Fat Bastards. No, it is not the guys that you sit around at the bar with. This is actually a new cigar brand, and it was started by Adam Levine. Not that Adam Levine, another one, Australian entrepreneur. And his focus is that he wants to shine light on the person behind the cigar. And he does that by giving 40% of the profits of these cigars back to men's mental health. So the reasoning is what hooks me, but the cigar is phenomenal. And I didn't hear about the cigar until last month down at PCA. Got a chance to smoke a different Vitola, but really fell in love with it. So I had to get another one and give you guys a full review on it. So as we typically do, we would go through the first, second, and final third about the smoking experience, the flavors that I'm getting, and give you my summary. This here, however, is the Series L. And they have a few series. The Series L is made up of a Ecuadorian wrapper and Nicaraguan binder and filler. So let's get into it, smoke it, tell you about the flavors and see what it's really giving. All right. So I already got the V cut going. Just go to light it up and we'll get to it. Let's go. Now, as I got the cigar lid in, I'm just going to let it smoke or burn through for a little bit so those flavors can wake up. I really want to get back to the mission of Fat Bastards to talk a little bit more about that, just my insight and opinion. But the reason why this caught hold of me so much and understanding the name behind the brand is that even here, out here on the porch lounge, as we call it, we often use the cigar gathering and the relationships that we build sitting down here, whether it's here or on a lounge, really as a tool of mental health. We often talk about everything from marriages to children to finances to the economy, even politics though. And actually, you would think that's no place you're trying to decompress and relax, but more than likely, this is where people put their guards down, are willing to talk openly and honest. And usually we have more in common than we do apart. So this is really has been our medicine, right? Since 2020 and beyond, to cope and to talk and to gather together, but to focus a brand on that, I think is just something that we should applaud. Maybe the cigar may not be in your profile as we smoke through it, but all in all, I think this is a brand that you should support and can support. And if you don't like it, pass it to a friend or do whatever. But definitely something that we need to back. And I wish more brands kind of more focused on the customer. The cigars are great, but focus on the person behind the cigar as well. So 40% of the profits going to that, I think is more than commendable. But enough of that. I know y'all tired of my preaching. Going to continue to kind of warm this up, get it through this Corona getting burning, and give you guys the flavor. So stay with me. We'll talk about the actual flavors of the cigar in just a sec. All right. All right, guys. As you can see, I am well into this first portion of the cigar. First, let's talk about the aroma, because it smells so good. It is just a traditional woodiness with a little bit of pepper on the back end. It has a very nice aroma on the smoke. But the flavors within this first inch and some change, man, really good flavor. It initially gives you creaminess, and right behind that you do get some nuttiness, which I would say is some of that Ecuadorian. I like the Vitola that this one's in. You definitely pick up those nuances of flavor a little bit quicker than your Robusto or your Toro. But the thing that highlights here is there is a anise cardamom type tingling that happens right down the middle of your tongue. It has such a roasted aromatic type taste to it that is really good and really stand out. So that is what I'm picking up. Also want to highlight in this portion the retrohale. Ew, it is beautiful. Very nice retrohale that gives you some spiciness but not too heavy. So let's say more white pepper on the retrohale, because it's just a little kick of everything that you're getting on the palate, but now in your nostrils, and it's adding to that aroma. So the aroma that you're already getting from the smoke, but then you retrohale it and you pick some more of that up. It's chef kiss right now. So a great start to a good cigar. Really do like it. Yeah, that retrohale, it's floral, and then the white pepper. So it's really nice floral notes on that retrohale. Really gentle, so you can retrohale probably twice every third, or don't do too much. But really good here. Great start to the Fat Bastards Series L. Let's keep smoking, get into it. We'll come back when I reach the second, third, or the halfway mark of the cigar, and we'll talk about how the cigar transition. Stay with me. Okay, guys, I'm about a quarter of an inch above the band itself, so well into the second, third of this cigar. The flavors, slight transition. There's been a downgrade of one note and an increase of another. That nuttiness, that creaminess that I originally started off with, that has subsided quite a bit, I will say, at least in this Vitola. And what has increased is those anise cardamom notes that I mentioned. They have intensified. They're on the tongue, they're on the roof of the palate. Really is the forefront flavor there. Really good though. This is standing out. It kind of reminds me of in college. I used to dabble with smoking the Indian beaties. They have a lot of spice, a lot of chai notes, right? So you got a lot of spices there. This has a lot of spices that really, really good. It makes the cigar stand out. And then on the background of that, again, that nuttiness, but there's some earth as well. So you get some earth, you get some spice, you get a little bit of that nuttiness still remains, and I would probably say you still get maybe a little touch of woodiness. So I want to say that cedar, that kind of that red cedar that your mom had in her trunk with the mothball, to keep the moths away. It's that type of sharp cedar that's in there. So really is making this cigar complex, more so on the flavor side. So it's really nice. It has layers of flavors, things that's gonna stand out, that's gonna kind of make your notes kind of peak. It's something new, but it still gives you some of those common flavors that you're used to, that earth, that woodiness. It's really good. The burn has been great. The ash want to hold it. Oh, there it goes. But really good ash, really good burn line on this one. The body has been medium. The strength is medium, even though I mentioned how those flavors kind of spike, but the strength is still medium. So medium body, medium strength, really good cigar. All right, guys, we're in the final third. As you can see, the flavors in this one did a slight transition. Again, the anise and the spice that I talked about, the chai, that anise, the cardamom, that is now secondary. What I'm getting here on this final third is more of a dark roast coffee. It's a little that earthiness that we talked about. Maybe that's combining with the nuttiness, and it's giving a coffee vibe to it. So it's kind of like a dark roast coffee, no cream, no sugar, and then you get those bacon spices still in there. So still medium body, medium strength, still a good smoke, still a lot of flavor. I'm liking this one here. I've only had a few cigars that had this type of just tingling talked about because of the anise and the cardamom. Maybe 4 or 5 max. This one will stand out to you when you smoke it. Again, in this Vitola. Now, I don't know how it behaves in a Toro or anything else. The one I had earlier was a Robusto. You still got hints of this, but not as much. This is giving a lot of that flavor that kind of gave a hint in the other one, but this is definitely, I would say, get your hands on the Corona if you really like something that's dynamic, that has a lot of flavor. And back to the purpose of this cigar, League of Fat Bastards. 40% of the profits go to men's mental health. So this is what you can sit around, call your friends over, buy a pack of 5 or 10, invite them over, talk about the things that we normally talk about with cigars, and then again, that's that mental health piece coming in. But I love what they're doing. If you are struggling with anything, cigars is the way to go to have that conversation, to have that rapport with your friends, so you can talk about it. But League of Fat Bastards, for you to focus on the person behind the cigar and men's mental health, I think is a big ups to you. Thank you for producing this cigar. I would definitely be a supporter of the brand, and you guys need to go to your tobacconist and ask them to get the League of Fat Bastards. Get it in. Guys, this has been Felix on the Porch Lounge with the League of Fat Bastards Series L. Really good cigar. I'm going to continue to smoke this, but like, comment, share this definitely with your buddy so he can know about this and maybe focus in on some mental health that we all need. So, all right, guys, light up your life.